Is there a universe outside of Bravo?
Did we miss the training manual to our 30s?
No. Are they for real?
Thank God for our girlfriends. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Structured Chaos with Kelly and Kyra. We hope that you had a great week and that you're ready to laugh about how none of us have it figured out.
Hello. I feel like it's been a while.
A while.
It hasn't really, but it feels like it's been a long time.
Well, I think because we haven't talked about personal stuff in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the things that we're getting into are things that happened a month ago.
Yes.
But realistically, we have been here.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because even before my birthday, our schedule was a little bit different. We had pre-recorded, and then we're going to talk about my birthday party today, which was almost a month ago now, which is crazy.
Crazy.
And I wish we were reliving it.
Me too, honestly.
But yeah. How has your past couple weeks been?
They have been a whirlwind, I had Kelly's birthday, and then the next day, my friends Joey and Scott came. And so it was really just pre them coming was getting everything ready for Kelly's birthday. Then they came. So I really was just on the go. And again, I know that it seems like I'm a drinker, but I am not a drinker. And I'm also very much a homebody. Again, I know it seems like I do stuff, which it is accurate. Yes, I do go out, but I love to be home. And so, she doesn't move as quickly at 37 as she once did in her early 30s. And I'm just not built for the go, 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 go life.
Mm-hmm.
And now Joey, he's been here a million times, so he doesn't need to see all of the things. But
Mm-hmm.
Scott has never been here.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, as a host, you want to show everything,
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just what hour do we have to not be doing something?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I saw you on Monday night, you got low energy me. And which was fine because
I didn't feel it was low energy you, but also I mean, I didn't need high energy.
Right.
I am similar to you in the fact that I don't need to be outside. We were outside because we were going somewhere, but whenever I'm out of my house, I'm thinking about when I'm returning to my house. So,
and then I'm also thinking why did I leave my house? I have everything I need at home. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, and that doesn't mean we're not having fun.
No. I am seizing the moment.
We're having a great time. We're liking what we're doing. We're liking the people that we're with. Not all the time, but in this instance, we were. I mean, I was having a great time. I loved Kyra's friends. Joey, for those of you who are listeners of the podcast, he was a guest on our podcast. This was my first time meeting him in person. And then, of course, it was my first time meeting Scott as well. And they were lovely. I had a great time meeting them. And we went to a Padres game. So that's what we were doing on that Monday. And it was a great time. But it was the end of my birthday weekend, which I will get into. And I had a friend in town for that weekend. So it's kind of it's the end of a long fun weekend. And it's kind of sad. Our friend, your friends were leaving the next day. My friend had left that day. And it's kind of back to reality. And it's just why are we outside?
Why? Truthfully, I couldn't wait to get back to reality. I was counting down the hours to get back to reality because they didn't leave until the afternoon either. So I started my day a little later. And so we did breakfast the next day too, so it we really optimized every opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But back to you and Joey meeting, like it was like truly like real life internet friends, like me like, coming together, like pen pals coming together in real life for the first time.
Mm-hmm. That's so funny. I want to know, like, from our audience, if you've ever like had like an internet friend that you met in real life
I would
and
like to know that.
became friends. Have you had one?
I don't think so.
I have. Like, I feel like many people. Like me and Alex met on Instagram and are now super good friends. My friend Maddie, who we technically like, we both worked at Dry Bar, but we like met on Instagram.
Yeah, gosh, I don't think I have. I think I've met like men, but like not like a friend.
Oh, and my friend Katie, who is like one of my closest friends here. Like a lot of my close friends, we like meet on Instagram and then
Interesting.
become like, then we're
Real
like,
life
oh,
friends.
do you want to be friends? Like I'm such a, do you want to be my friend type of girl? And then those are like my closest friends. Like,
I
love
love
that.
that. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever. I like guys, yeah, like I said, like, like slide into the DMs and like go on a date. But other than that, no. Which is probably not what I should be doing. I should probably not be meeting men online and I should probably.
And it's
Oh.
funny because I just meet for, I mean, I meet girlfriends in person too. Like even when I go to dating events, I always just end up with girlfriends. And then online also, just girlfriends.
um, so we also like Connecticut has, sorry to get like back to Joey and Scott really quickly. Connecticut has been having like a very, very like hot and humid summer. And they both hate the heat. And so Joey has come in July and typically it's like a little warmer than it's been. And so they hit the weather perfectly. Like it was 75 and sunny, like such a nice breeze. Like we went to Coronado one day and like had like the best breeze, and then we like walked the beach, like we did like a little bar crawl from Mission to PB and like stopped at a bunch of places, and it was just so funny because again, like I never ever ever take for granted the life that we are, have access to here. But it is always just like so nice when someone else is just in awe as well, and they're just like, I just can't believe that this is your life. Like, I just can't believe that, like, you just get to walk on a regular basis and, like, this is what you see. And I'm like, I know. And I am not one of those people that takes it for granted, and even like, it's so funny too, because even like they're not like sports people, which is weird because like they're our
best
friends.
friends with the number one sports podcast.
And like
Yeah.
was like so anxiously awaiting meeting the co-host of the number
Right.
one sports podcast.
Right.
So little strange that they don't like sports, but they're gonna get there. They'll get there.
Yeah.
So the Padres game was like the like least thing that they were like looking, not that they weren't looking forward to it,
Right.
but like it, like they're like, oh, okay, like
it wasn't the highlight of the trip.
and it ended up being their highlight, which is funny because when my girlfriends came a few years ago, they had said the same thing. Like, we didn't expect this to be like, we had a great time every day, everywhere, but we didn't expect to love it this much. And I kept saying like, yeah, like Petco Park is just something different. Like
it's the whole experience.
Totally. And
you're
like
eating, you're drinking, it's a whole thing.
Even like what they put, like the music that they play, the games that they display, like all of the interactive things that they do, and like also just the stadium in general is beautiful. And they were just both in awe, and like they just kept being like, I can't believe this. And so had told them ahead of time that like the food is really good there, and so I had made a list of places that we were going to go. And so they also have this new banana pudding that is on the menu in the ballpark. So we get to the game. I don't know, what were we there? Maybe 15 minutes late. Like it wasn't like, like if that maybe.
But just for anyone who wants to know, Kyra did not make the cut with her purse again. She had a different purse this time, didn't make the cut.
And even to Kelly's eye, she was surprised it did not make the cut.
I was surprised, but then again, not surprised because it's Kyra.
And so we did the same step and repeat again. Like, get denied, put it in Kelly's purse, walk around to another gate, get right in.
Yep.
Which, speaking of, I actually just saw a TikTok yesterday, and I want to know if it's true or not. This girl had like a Speedy, like 25, like a Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, or like even must be even smaller than that. And she had it in just a clear Ziploc bag. Like she put the little one inside a clear Ziploc bag, and she made it into the Rose Bowl.
Okay, I'm like, there's no way a Speedy 25 is the right size.
No,
So,
it was maybe not the Speedy 20, but it was
like a wristlet or something. But
no.
Oh.
No. It was like a huge, big, like not the just regular gallon size Ziploc bag. And it was in there. And she like videoed the whole thing of her walking into the Rose Bowl and it being allowed. And so I'm like, is that real life? Like,
I could see that because they don't like, okay, so for anyone who didn't listen to like our previous episodes about this, the bag that I have is just a clear, it's like a cute, clear bag purse that the local girl makes here. She has a business making clear bags for sports events and concerts and stuff. And they're like branded and everything. So it's definitely bigger than what the normal sizes that they allow, but it's clear and they don't even look twice at it. So,
Yeah.
And once I have your bag in it, they aren't looking at what's in my bag at all.
At all.
So, I mean, I could have a weapon in there. They're not looking at it. So
that's my other thing.
I could have a full purse. I did both times, had your full purse in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could be carrying essentially a Ziploc or whatever and just...
Yeah, so I'm going to try that and see.
Okay, well, I won't be with you on that one because I don't need to go to 2 gates every time.
God forbid a girl likes to get her steps in.
I get my steps in once we're there. We got our steps in this time.
We sure did.
Because there was no escalators to be found. We were walking up.
Don't even get me started on that journey.
Yeah.
So there's this infamous, banana pudding now. We get there, sold out. Mm-hmm. But we happened to hit it on the very first day of their secret second location. So
and I'm so pissed that I didn't post it. I post everything. Why?
Yeah.
I told a little kid that I was going to fight him.
She did.
And
we didn't know what the inventory was looking like. Right. And there was a bunch of people, like there was this group of kids that were also looking for the banana pudding, but they didn't feel like taking the journey. So it worked out well for us. So we went to the secret location. We got the banana pudding. It was so delicious. And it comes in this like cute Western Meadow building,
container
carrier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've now since seen like a bunch of TikToks where people are going there and then that's sold out right away too. Yeah. So we were able to get that. And I just had such a great time with them. I wish that they could have stayed forever, but like in a non-going out type of way forever, like in just like a regular type mm-hmm. of situation. And then last weekend I went to LA. Me and my girlfriend Sissy went. And we just had a blast. We vacation very, very, very similar. So we just like to be leisure. We wanted to lay by the pool. I always stay at the Roosevelt because they have the best pool, I think, in LA. They always have a DJ. The food is good. The drinks are great. They always hook my room up there. So that's nice. And we just like to like lay and then take our time, drink champagne, get ready for dinner, get really cute. First night, our dinner was like, meh, whatever. We went out. The Pendry there is now called something else. We went to their rooftop bar. That was really nice. Went to bed. The next night, we went to Cipriani. And I'm just going to, a PSA. I love Cipriani. Okay. I've been to it in New York. Been to it in Vegas. Wanted to go to the Beverly Hills one. Food, fantastic. Service, horrible. Now, when I tell you in the beginning, it was great. Like, also, I never like reach out to a restaurant to let them know my experience. Like, if it like, I mean, not like, if it was like exceptionally like well, like I'll always like rate it really well. But other than that, like it like is whatever. Oh, I wrote a review. We waited over 40 minutes to get our bill. A table next to us had got up, left, got sat, they ate, and they got their bill. And in the beginning, like, people were coming to us, like, often.
Mm-hmm.
So then we, like, got our food, and then crickets.
That's the worst.
Crickets. And, like, 40 minutes is a very long time.
Very long.
And so, like, we were gonna order dessert, like we were gonna have a coffee. No. So the server comes over and he's like, how was it? And I said, honestly, not great. I said, we've been waiting 40 minutes. Like, we just want to leave at this point. Like, at multiple times I was like, out of principle, I just want to get up and walk out. Like, no one will even notice at this point. Like,
right.
They're not paying it. And it's like, I could see our server like going to other tables. So then right away, he's like, let me get the manager. So then the manager comes over and she's like, can I offer you some wine? I'm like, no, I just want the bill. Can I offer you dessert? No, I just want the bill. Well, how was your food? I said, listen, I appreciate you trying to like sort of make things better. I'm like, but we literally just want to leave. Like, what was supposed to be like a fun, good night, like we're exhausted and we just want to go.
Right. Like at this point, you're making it longer.
Yes.
I'm being held hostage.
I literally was being held against my will. 1,000,000% in a nice Beverly Hills restaurant. I was held hostage. And so she was like, well, we were short staffed tonight. And I said, no. I said, we had 3 different servers and they were coming to us like clockwork. And I said, and I saw them like being everywhere. And I said, and also too, like, if that is the case, 1, not my problem. And 2, typically that's disclosed, I'm so sorry. Like, we are a little short staffed this evening. Thinks there might be a little larger wait time. Like, I do apologize in advance. I've been to a restaurant before. Like,
right.
They say that at like a Chili's.
This ain't my first time. And why are you seating the people next to me and getting them in and out then? Don't seat as many tables.
I mean, and like, this is a very well-oiled restaurant. Like, right. They know how to run a restaurant properly.
Right.
So I was just like, so like, ugh. And then we were like, just over it. Like, we had plans. We were going to go to Delilah. We were going to go to Harriet's, like EPLP, like all like my favorite spots to go out. And we were like, let's just go home. Like, we were exhausted from literally just like sitting and waiting. Mm-hmm. But then, the next day it really made up for it because we went to the Polo Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel, which if you guys have never been, just go, just like grab a drink and like walk around, like whatever. But I cannot get over their brunch. Like, I am still thinking about the food a week later. They do a 3-course brunch. It's $160 a person, and it is the best $160 you will ever spend. You get a drink, you get a cocktail to like start. The portions were massive. We did not finish one course. Like, it was just so delicious. Like, I got a peach and burrata salad to start. It was as if James and the Giant Peach came down himself to deliver the peaches. Okay. It was the most delicious peach I have ever had in my life. Like, it's not like I had like a fancy, complicated dish, Oh, it was so delicious. Then I had the steak and eggs. Oh my God, that steak was like perfection. Like I'm watering thinking about this steak. Like, it was just so good. And then we like also too to like just like see the people there, and like I could people watch there all day because you have one group of people who's like, Sissy and I who are going and we're tourists and like this is not our normal day to day. And then you have all of these people and families that it is their day to day. And like these kids in their teens that just don't even understand how lucky they are to like, this is, oh yeah, like of course, like it's Sunday, of course we're going to the Polo Lounge. Like, right. What else would we be doing? And then these women walking in with their beautiful bags with their labubus, dressed to the nines hanging off of them. And like, just like there was a baby shower being thrown and just like, oh God, I just could sit at the Beverly Hills Hotel all day long. And the way they speak to you and just like everything. Oh, and then in the beginning we were early, which crazy. Right. And I know. And So they were like, could we start you off with a beverage, like a coffee beverage or something? We ended up getting these frozen blended vanilla lattes, which is like not my thing. Like I don't normally get a blended drink.
That sounds delicious.
Oh my gosh. Like everything they do is to perfection. And I wanted to get the lemon and blueberry ricotta pancakes. And I was like, should we just get them like in addition? And Sissy was like, no, like, like there's a lot of food, like whatever. Someone wrote to me and they're like, I hope you got the lemon and blueberry ricotta pancakes. And I was like, mother.
Damn it.
And like knowing how delicious everything else was, like, I can't even imagine. Like, so we should
You have to go back. Yeah.
Immediately. And I made friends with the server. We're friends on, we're friends on Instagram. But
So
we
that
met
was
in
a
real life
reversal.
first. Yeah. She was great. She's a jeweler. She's actually going to design a ring for me. So
Perfect. I just realized what I want to be in my next lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
A labubu for a rich person.
Ooh, yeah. Well, have you seen now there's the Prada has one and Louis Vuitton has one. So they're not called labubu. Like I think the lavuvu, it's like a lavuvu for Louis Vuitton. And then I forget what it's called for the Prada one. But
okay, lavuvu is giving like, that just reminded me of like a labia and a vulva. So I don't want to be a lavuvu.
You don't want a lavuvu?
No. Maybe the Prada one, TBD, depending on the name. Or maybe I just want to be my own like limited edition one.
Ooh, yes.
One in the world.
Yes.
Because hello.
That's pretty, right. It's pretty similar to actuality.
Right. So.
And then last but not least, I went bowling last Monday. I'm not a bowler.
Did you go to Club?
I ended up at Club. And what a time I had. But I went with my friend and his friends. And so first they were like, you can't bowl, like look at your nails. And I was like, don't let these stop you. Or they don't stop me. They don't stop me from anything. Like, but everyone was like genuinely concerned about me breaking a nail. And I was like, I would never place myself in harm's way to break a nail. Like, right. I'll sit out and keep score. Like, no. But don't worry, I got this. All of us sucked. But when I tell you they were the most supportive group of bowlers, like someone could hit a gutter ball and they were like, good job, it's okay. You'll get him next time. Like, don't even worry about
It's giving participation trophy.
Oh my, but it was like the sweetest thing. Like, it was like just this group of men that had been friends forever, and they were just like so supportive. And then when I got a strike, you would have thought I hit the Powerball in front of their eyes. Like, they were cheering me up and down. I'm surprised they didn't host me up on their shoulders.
I wish they would have. That would have been great content.
And it's just like, once an athlete, always an athlete. Like, it's like, put us in a sports realm. Like, we've got it.
Okay, that just reminded me of last summer. My work mates and I went bowling, and I had texted, my uncle, he knows about all my sports adventures. And so I was texting him about my accolades, and I didn't really know like what a good bowling score was. So I was telling it, he knew I was going bowling that day, and he's like, what was your score? And I told him, and I was like, I got like the highest in the group, and like, I don't remember now what my score was.
You're like, and 110.
He was like, I told him the score, and he was like, that was your score? And I was like, yeah, is that bad? And he was like, yeah, that's pathetic. He was like, don't tell your dad. So basically the opposite of your friends.
Yeah. He was like, I don't care that you got a 299 and a perfect game is 300. He's like, don't tell anyone.
The family is ashamed of you.
Meanwhile, I could have bowled a 9 and they would have been like, and she's our champ. She's our champ.
I don't remember. I think it was like, I don't know, like 70 something.
Kel.
But I I really got the highest in our group, so I thought like I was so excited.
Like, bare minimum is like 100, just like not trying.
Well, also half the people in our group were using bumpers, and I did not use bumpers. So
of course you wouldn't.
And I still did better than them. So I mean,
athlete. A win is a win.
I'm not a cheater.
A win is a win.
Right.
So yeah, that's really what I've been up to. You know, little here, there, and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Nice. Well, I have also been here, there, and everywhere. I finally finished moving, and I'm pretty much settled. So, and you came over to see my new place. Well, you'd already seen it, when I wasn't here, which is funny. So Kyra had, Kyra had come over one time to cut my mom's hair when she was here. So she had seen my new place. But there have been some changes since then. So yes. And it was before like my stuff was here. So she came over the other day to like see it since I've moved in, and it's definitely not like done, but I'm like not in boxes anymore. Right, so
we're making moves.
It's
feeling like a home.
Yes. So that feels good to finally like be out of boxes, at least like know where things are, be able to have like my daily life. And now I can kind of do the fun stuff and like decorate and just kind of decide where I want to put things and slowly but surely figure things out. So we're in the fun stages, which is nice, and just organize, you know, different drawers and cabinets and stuff. So,
and this girl has space now. Okay. She can move, she can groove, like.
Yes. Yeah. Which is great. There's not a downside to that, but it's like there's a lot of options. So sometimes when you have too many options, it's like a little overwhelming. So I'm taking it slow and just like, okay, I don't need to like put everything away right now, and just as it comes to me. I'm very proud of
you for that.
Thanks. So there's a lot of things on my dining room table right now that I'm just like, maybe they don't have a home right now. Maybe the home is the dining room table.
Exactly.
And since it is a bigger place, I don't feel like I have to put everything away. You know, if you have like a small place, you're like, there's so much stuff. Yeah. So I kind of have like this living room that I'm sitting in right now that doesn't have my furniture from my old place yet. And this is kind of like a catch-all room right now. So things can just like live in here until I'm ready to put it where it's forever home is. So yeah, and Scout has her room that is done. Yes. And that's most important. So yeah, that's been good. And okay, so my birthday, which if you follow us on Instagram, I think we posted like some pictures of it on our Instagram. I'm trying to remember because I know we both posted pictures on our personal Instagrams.
I'm going to be honest. I think that's all we did. But then the video from this week was at your birthday.
Yes. But I don't know if we posted like details. So we might have to do that. I guess we'll do that this week. We'll post like a carousel or probably the carousel because we'll do like detail shots. Yeah. So anyways, as you all know, if you're listeners, Kyra planned a surprise party for me. It was a surprise because I did not know anything that was happening. I knew that she was planning something. But that was like the extent of what I knew. I just knew it was happening on my birthday, and I knew what time it was at, and I didn't even know what time it was at until like a week before. I was like, when am I going to know like what time this is happening? I didn't know if it was the daytime, nighttime. She was like, oh yeah, I should probably tell you that. So yeah, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know where it was at. And like literally my friend was visiting from Alaska, my friend Donna, and she like directed me as I drove there, and I literally did not know until we arrived. So, which was really, really fun. I think surprises are so fun, and I've never really had anyone like surprise me, especially not like this. So I just thought it was so cool. And it was, I mean, I knew that it was going to be great. I would never have let someone plan my birthday that I didn't trust to make it amazing, because my birthday is really special to me. So I knew it was going to be amazing, but you guys, Kyra really went like above and beyond, which I knew she was, just like because that's who she is as a person and like how she was talking about things. But I told her, like, just chill, like, doesn't need to be anything crazy, because I haven't really gone into too much depth on this podcast about like my life this year has just been like really crazy, and I just didn't have the capacity in my brain to like really plan anything. But I was like, I just want to like have a little get together, you know, nothing crazy. But
which, in fairness, that's exactly what it was.
It was, but it was crazy. In a good way, like in an amazing way. It was so beautiful. Like, even if I did have 100% full capacity to plan something, it would not have been that amazing. Like, it was so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I feel like Kyra is like, oh, it was just like, this is just like nothing. Like, this is like all in a day's work. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, it was stunning. And like I said, like, it's not that I didn't think she was going to do something beautiful, but I like walked up and I was like, oh my God, like I could like literally cry thinking about it, because I'm just like, I felt so special and it was so beautiful, and like every detail was thought of, and just like I've never had someone like do that type of thing for me. Not that like I've never had someone make me feel special, but it's just like when someone like goes out of their way to like do a little, not that it was little, but like, you know, like little details where you're like Kyra made like these signs in Canva, and like
I was gonna say that was the thing that I was most impressed by, and I like wanted to tell Kelly like so badly the whole time. Like, I just wanted to like show her what I was doing in Canva, because like I knew like the Steve Jobs in her was like very proud.
Yes, because Kyra didn't know how, like, was not a tech person when we first started this. And the signs were like so beautiful, and noticing like just everything. Like, so it was basically, it was a hot dog theme. And when I say that, it like sounds funny, but you guys, it was so beautiful. She put this like hot dog bar with these signs that had like different types of like hot dogs with like different fixings, like a Chicago dog, New York dog, and then all the different toppings in separate bowls. Like, it just like so thought out. It wasn't just like, oh, here's like chopped onions and whatever. It was like literally so cute in all the things. And then she had all the hot dogs, and then she had like potato salad, like all the little sides. And it was like a big thing of like Ollipops, waters, wine. She got the location, stunning. Shelter Island. She got the perfect fire pit, because we had a bonfire after. And like I said, we'll post pictures so you can see we had a beautiful sunset. It was right on the water. Gorgeous.
I had an entertainer.
We had a sea lion. Mm-hmm. right at the
special guest.
Yeah, he was there the whole night. He like kept his distance, which was nice, because you know when there's an entertainer that's like in the party and like you're like, we didn't want you to be
party,
here.
Like,
yeah,
you're the background noise.
Yes, mm-hmm. He did a great job. He was there, but he wasn't like in it. And so she had this table set up, beautiful flowers, pillows, blankets, like plates, like just everything was so perfect. We did s'mores. Everyone went in a circle and talked about their favorite things about me. Like, my friends were there.
Good. I'm glad your friends were there. You know, and people came and I knew them.
I mean, even if no one came, it would have been great. It was great. The sign on the table said, a weeny bit older. It was just so special. And I just loved it so much. It was so beautiful. She told me to wear pink. I wore like a little pink romper, and so that's the other detail that I knew is like what I was wearing. Like she helped me pick out what to wear. And then the colors were like pink and oranges, which are like my favorite color combos, and went with the whole theme. So it was very like, even though it was like hot dogs and then it was like upscale, like luxe, beautiful. Oh, it was just so perfect. And then like to think like at the end of the night when we're like taking everything like up the little thing back to Kyra's car, I'm like, she literally did all of this like on her own. It was so crazy because her car was so full at the end, like she couldn't even fit everything back in her car. And I'm like, she literally did all of this, not only planned it, but then like set it up all on her own. She had tables and chairs and food and glassware and vases. It just like so much work.
It was funny because like, as we all know, I have a, strange relationship with the clock. And I just like knew like, Kyra, all day, this is what I kept telling myself. The time doesn't stop, Kyra. The time does not stop. Everything has to be done by a specific time. Like there is no time to be in your thoughts right now. There is no time to sit down for 1 second because that 1 second turns into 10 minutes. Like just go. And so I like had the night before, like my friend had like helped me like put a bunch of stuff in my car. And he was like, are you going to be able to do all this? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, I got this. And so like, set my car up like Tetris. Like it was very much that to like get everything. And so then I get to the location 2 hours early, everyone. Okay. I was 2 hours early and I kept like setting like little timers on my phone. And I was like, okay, 25 minutes, like be done with this part, 25 minutes, be done with this part. And so like, I'm also someone that's like, okay, get everything down. And then you can like, the setup will like be better, like you could be more efficient because everything that you need is here. And so there were obviously like people there that were using the other fire pits or like had been there from the day. And then that's like a big walking path. So people were like sitting and walking or, staring and stuff. And then they were like, oh, we knew this was going to be good. When we saw you have so many boxes and come up and down so many times, they were like, we knew this was going to be good. And I was like, yeah, God forbid you offer, a helping hand.
Yeah, I can't believe no one did. That is messed up.
Your girl took about 27 trips and I had to do so then I like didn't wear what I was wearing to the party. Cause also one thing that you guys should know by now, like I'm very strict on dress codes for birthdays because it's for aesthetic purposes. So everyone else, so I knew that Kelly was going to be wearing pink. And then I asked everyone else to wear like denims and neutrals. And so, I went to go change because it's like right before the party's about to start. And, I like stupidly had like put the chips and stuff out and I was like, oh duh, like the seagulls, like I'm not gonna even like be around, So this woman who had been sitting on this bench for the better half of 45 minutes, I said, hi, I said, I'm so sorry. I said, could you just like watch everything and like if a seagull comes, like can you just like try to like shoo him away? And she's just like blankly staring at me. And I was like, is that okay? And she goes, I'll do my best. And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I was like, yes, I don't mean like run down here and like swoop them away and like,
shoot
be
it.
the hero. Like, yeah, like I was like, okay, like,
I'm asking you to give your life for the chips, actually.
Right. Can you actually just sign this really quickly in case you do get injured? I don't want to be at fault for asking.
Actually, if I come back and a seagull got the chips, I want you to go to the store and buy new ones. So
yeah, you're reversing.
Are you going to do it or not?
Check yes or no. But like we really had like the perfect weather, perfect conditions.
Oh, I was going to say the weather, when you earlier mentioned like Joey and Scott got good weather, obviously my birthday was the day before they came. The weather, immaculate. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like being hot. It was the perfect weather. I could not have asked for better weather. Like it was perfect.
I think we should also mention we started a fire.
Yeah, well, I can't say we because I had no part, but you and a couple others. So you had all the supplies. Luckily, my friend Donna as well who is born and raised in Alaska and is much more, she is a true
Outdoorsy.
Alaskan, and she goes and camps and like she does the shit, was giving tips and like knows actually how to do that kind of stuff, because I do not. So even though
And no lighter fluid. No lighter fluid was used in the starting of this fire.
No. And afterwards, she did tell me that there was like some things that because I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening in the fire, because I don't know what's going on. Like I have no help. She was like, yeah, they kept adding the fire starters. You're only supposed to put that on in the beginning, and they just kept adding more. I was like,
I was just trying to use up all the supplies.
Yeah. So and also these people that came after us. Okay. So when we were leaving, we weren't there like late because like I said earlier, like 10. I like to be home even on my birthday. Like it was perfect time. I had an amazing time. And then it's like, it's time to go home. And Kyra's friends were coming the next day. It's time to go home. So we left at like 9:30, 9:30, 10, whatever. Yeah. There's a group of people were like waiting to get a pit, and which was weird that you would come that late.
That's what I was thinking too. Like it's a weird time to come.
Yeah. And so we start like kind of getting up, but obviously we have all this stuff there. And so we're like, oh yeah, we're leaving. But you know, like obviously we're going to be cleaning up, but like we're about to leave. And our fire was still going. They could have been like, oh, like, do you mind keeping the fire going? They didn't say anything. We said, oh, you guys could have this spot. And they're like, oh, okay, thanks. They watch us walk over.
Not only do they watch us walk over, they're on top of us.
Right.
They might as well have been at Kelly's birthday.
Right. They were closer to us than our entertainment.
Yes.
They watch us walk over, grab a thing of water with ice in it, and pour it on the fire, and don't say anything. And then they're like waiting. And we're like, oh, no one's going to come take the pit. Like, you guys can have it, but can you like give it? And also I have like all of my, like everyone had brought me like flowers and cards and stuff. And that was all on the ground. And so then I'm like feeling like I need to grab everything because I'm like, okay, I don't know who you people are if you're going to like take our stuff. And also now why am I hurrying because you need this fire pit?
Exactly.
And so it was just like rude. Then we start taking our stuff. And I guess they had asked, first I heard them ask Alex, do you guys have any leftover, do you have any cardboard boxes is what they said, or just cardboard. And she was like, I don't think so. Sorry. Because like we needed all of the boxes that we had for the stuff that you brought to put it in. Then she did find one like small box from some of the fire supplies. She's like, oh, you guys could use this. And like gave it to them, just the box. And they were like, oh, thanks. And then I guess when I was up at the car, they had asked someone else, do you guys have lighter fluid or a lighter or something? And we were like, no. And then I guess they were like, oh, like give us you guys have a bunch of stuff and you're not giving it to us. First of all.
Yeah, no, they said something. I guess like they had asked about cardboard and we were like, no, we don't have any. Or no, they asked for paper or wood or something like that. And so then we were walking up with the cardboard boxes and they were like, pretty sure cardboard is like flammable or something like that. And it's like, you're right. It is. But we're using it. Like this is our box with things in it. So I'm really sorry that not only could we supply you with a fire pit of your choice, but also supply you with the tools to have said fire. Because it seemed, because we were listening, they had nothing.
And we had a fire going when you came. Why did you watch us put it out? Why didn't you say, can you just keep the fire going? If you had nothing.
Don't ruin our good night. Okay?
Yeah.
With your lack of planning.
Yeah. Losers. I hope you're listening.
Yeah. I hope you are.
And I hope our seal friend came over and put out your fire. So yeah, anyways, it was amazing. Thank you, Kyra, again for an amazing night.
You're so welcome.
And my friend Donna was here that weekend. That was amazing. Had so much fun with her. And then last weekend, I went to see my bestie who lives in Idaho. And I had a great time there. So that's what I've been up to. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Little here, there, and everywhere, like we said.
Exactly.
So I would say the biggest thing that's gone on in the news this week is Brandi Glanville revealed her new face, and a new face it was, because she's unrecognizable. Like, I didn't know that it was her until like I read the caption that it was her. So if you don't know who Brandi Glanville is, she was previously on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's, always been a little bit of a pot stirrer, troublemaker, always in the headlines, suing Bravo, not suing Bravo. But she was on Ultimate Girls Trip, Morocco, that has never aired. It won't air because things happened on it. So during this time, she says that she contracted a parasite in her face. She's been to the doctors multiple times. Something for sure was going on with her face. It to me just looked like an allergic reaction to filler, and like that her overly filled face like migrated to different parts and like was causing like a bad reaction in her skin. I'm not a doctor. I have zero medical background in this. But that's just what it seemed like to me. She was trying to convince everyone it was a parasite. She got all these tests done. I would imagine a parasite would come up in an x-ray or a scan of some sort, or some doctor would be able to say, oh yeah, that actually is what it is, but they couldn't. So she's been on the go with this thing. Then like a couple weeks ago, she did Nair on her face and like had like really visible burns on her face. And it's like, first of all, why are we using Nair on our face? Okay.
Why are we using Nair at all?
And if we are using Nair and we're having a reaction to it, why are we keeping it on? Would we not just wipe it off when it started to irritate? So then she's telling the interviewer that, oh, it wasn't as bad as it looked. And they were like, oh, because you were in a video, like it was a live video, like it looked pretty bad. And she's like, well, my mom told me to put tea bags on, so then I put tea bags all over. And so I think that's why it looked a little like more brown, because of the tea bags. Like, I'm like, lady, you're fucking cuckoo.
Well, yeah, she probably didn't want to get sued by Nair because they're like, you're not using this correctly. We didn't advise you to use it like that.
So then now all of a sudden she's cured. She doesn't have the parasite, non-parasite anymore. I'm almost positive she was wearing a wig, and she just looks awful. And we'll post a before and after of her.
There's really something going on with her, and I'm concerned. Yes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, well, best of luck to her.
Best of luck. Okay, here's the thing. Not here to talk about a woman's body. Okay, I'm not. It's one of those faux pas. If you think someone's pregnant, you definitely don't ask them. A lot of speculation about Cardi B being pregnant. Now, again, not something you said. She looks pregnant. She's a very tiny person, and she wears next to nothing a lot of the times, and or very, very tight fitting things. We've seen her pregnant before, so we kind of know what she looks like pregnant. She definitely looks pregnant. Now, sometimes she definitely doesn't look pregnant, so it is very confusing, but I guess there was like a lot of online speculation this weekend because she was in this video. And it's funny because before I even saw that people were like making something of it, when I saw the video, I was like, oh, she's gotta be. But then it's like she'll do another thing and like she doesn't look pregnant at all. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but I'm anxious to see where this goes. But I also too, like, I know like you're supposed to wait, a certain period of time before you tell people, like, that part I understand. But it would appear that she would be past that point. So then it's like, why are you keeping it? I mean, I guess it's like not our place to tell someone.
Show differently. Like some people show, especially really on different pregnancies. Like she might just be showing early, and because she's so tiny already.
So we shall see. But like I said, not that I'm here to like. And if she isn't pregnant, like she still looks great,
right?
But like there is just like, because it's not like, oh God, she blew up, like.
Right, it's like a certain look.
Like she just looks like she has like a little pregnant belly.
Yeah.
And then Sex and the City finally came to a close. I just want to talk about it because I love like the original Sex and the City, and like God was raised on that. Like, I mean, there's not an episode I can't recite. but didn't really get into the Just Like That. You know, I tried to watch the reboot, just wasn't the same. But it is, you know, it's just like a little like heartwarming to know that it's bittersweet to know that Carrie Bradshaw is done.
Yeah, I tried to watch the reboot also and didn't really get into it. Heather McDonald talks about it on her podcast, and so I kind of kept up with just listening to that on her podcast, but it sounds like it went on for way too long.
This is the thing. I don't understand why it went the direction it went in, because it is such an iconic show. So, like, in my mind, Charlotte should have owned an art gallery. Miranda, like, you want to become a lesbian, become a lesbian. But she should be the head of a law firm for, like, LGBTQ cases, you know? Mm-hmm. And then Carrie, like, I don't understand why she doesn't own something like The Real, you know? Mm-hmm. Or that she's some editor at Vogue. Like, I feel like the professions that they should have gone into based on their iconic characters, they didn't. And like the way they, like, I don't know, I feel like they like dumbed them down, like downplayed them, and like it just was like you're trying to be too relatable on a show that was already relatable.
Yeah, I don't know, I have a big problem with like Hollywood in general, like just trying to make, it's like, stop trying to make fetch happen, like just let things be iconic, what they were. Every movie and show that was like amazing, they always have to make a sequel and it blah blah and make this movie into a show, and it's like just let it be amazing for what it was and stop trying to make it more, because they do that with everything and it ruins it. Like even with Mean Girls and whatever, it's always we have to make 2 and 3 of them in a book and a thing and whatever, and it's like, can it just be what it was and like just let it be that, because it's never as good.
So also really quickly, because truly the only show that we want to talk about and need to talk about is The Valley, because all 3 parts have concluded of the reunion and lots to say. So just going to run down the other shows really quickly because it has been a couple weeks. So Real Housewives of Miami, they're in Sevilla. You know, Stephanie's still gross with her money. She was like essentially like auctioning off seats on her jet to like take a private jet, which first of all, like I don't need to take a private jet over business class. Like they're both great is what I mean. Like it's like, yeah, sure. Like you don't have to go, like cool, private jet is like easier, you know, but it's not like you're sitting in like the luggage, you know, carrier if you didn't go on her private jet.
Right. And I'm not going to suck up to you to do that.
No. Like, it's just so gross. She comes in, she has all these gifts in her room. Her husband updates or upgrades her to the presidential suite. And I just hate the way she uses her money. And it's just like, we love money, but not in that way. And I just like, it just like makes me mad.
Yeah.
And I saw someone say that they think that like he's trying to keep up with the Joneses to keep her, and that he really is in like more financial trouble than he might like lead her to believe, which I could very much see.
I will say I loved how Marisol and Alexia both declined their invite because they didn't want to leave each other, and I thought that was so sweet, and I love them.
So sweet. Real Housewives of Orange County, I just want to say one thing. Shannon Beador. Like, we're done. We had so much sympathy for you last season. You were able to coexist with Alexis all last season, who was suing you. But Katie, who didn't release a video that you found out about a year later, makes you feel unsafe to be around. Get out of here.
I have one thing to say.
Go.
There's the door, Shannon Beador.
Okay. And not to quote Alexis, because we don't like her, but.
No, still don't like Alexis, but.
And it's just like so, like, it's like, Shannon, no one's on your side. No one is on your side in this. And then also, like, Tamara, you're so gross. You want to pretend they're in New Orleans right now. You want to leave and leave the show. Great. Go. Bye. We've been waiting for this moment.
And the fact that Tamara's like, no one wants to be at a table with someone who pissed everyone off and hurt everyone. I'm like, well, Tamara's here and she did that to everyone too. So why are we talking about Katie as if Katie like actually did something?
And I'm so glad Gretchen didn't fall for Tamara's little games.
Me too.
And then because this has been like the ongoing thing, I just want to say, Tamara going around shopping around Jen's fat photo is really gross and like dumb and unnecessary. And also Jen wasn't fat, and also even if she was fat, who the fuck cares? And
Right.
like you're doing it to like actively be malicious and like, oh, I have a fatty that's what she said, I have a fatty photo of her. And then for Emily to literally be like laughing about it and being like, oh, I'll give Tamara some of my fat photos if she wants them. I'm sorry, Emily. Were you not the same Emily that was so offended that you were given an extra large last year and it like gave you all of these body image issues when it wasn't even done to be malicious or hurtful? Like,
right.
And you were so offended and like fat shaming and and like that's not okay. And now you're laughing that she actively, maliciously is doing something to hurt her about her weight. And you're making light of it and saying like, oh, I'll give her some of my photos.
Yeah, they better address this at the reunion, especially because to 98% of America, like you said, Jen didn't look fat at all. She looked completely normal in those photos. And that's what most of America looks like. If anything, most of America is way bigger than what she looked like in those photos. So most of the people that are watching this show and are fans of you, what you think that everyone's fat, like, okay, well, you just hopefully lost most of your fans, because if I was a fan, which I'm not a fan of Tamara, but if I was and I saw you in public, I would never come up to you because what? Now I know that you think I'm fat. So what the fuck? Like, that is so messed up.
So gross, so gross, so gross. So yeah, and then the challenge really quickly. We're only 3 episodes in, so like not a lot has happened yet. But what I do really like is that they switch partners every single time.
Yeah. I've only watched 2 episodes so far. I still need to watch one more, and still trying to get to like know who all the new people are.
Yeah.
But I like that too, because it keeps them on their toes and they can't really like form any crazy alliances.
And you can't even be like, oh, I know that this duo is going to kill it every week, because it's like, nope, you don't, because they're new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So loving that. But let's get to the real thick of it.
The Valley. Okay, still don't like Janet. I will say what we didn't mention when we talked about it before. She does look great. Like her look for the reunion is amazing. I know that we don't like how
I said that. I said that she was my best dressed. And I was like, but that sucks because of everything else about her.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember us saying it on here. I know that we talked about it. But yes, she does look amazing, and I hate that she talked about losing weight from abusing Adderall, but I still can't stand her. Her and Jason make no sense. They completely, anytime anyone has a valid point, which is every single other person, and they just keep saying, there's no examples of this. And then Danny, Nia, everyone will be like, okay, here's 10 examples. They're like, well, but what about this? And they bring up a completely different topic that has nothing to do with it. And it's like, what about that? Like, it has nothing to do with this that we're talking about right now. They just can't stay on track.
Your wife is shitty, and I get it. You are trying to be that supportive husband, but at some point we have to use logic. And that's one of these that you guys had the time between when the show was filming to the reunion where you could have had that sit down conversation with your wife and said, listen, I had your back on camera, but this is how I think it's going to come off. And maybe at the reunion, this is how we show up. Right. And instead, it seems like we're tripling down on everything.
I know. They could have easily been like, you know what? That was messed up. Like, I don't know why I said that. We were doing too much, whatever. Like, no.
And I also would like, that also goes for Jasmine, because this was your moment to clear everything up, because you're who it happened to. You're the person involved in this situation. So if you felt some type of way, and if you felt that Janet and Jason were doing too much, which they were, this was your moment to say, guys, stop. Stop saying that. I'm good. We're good. But no, instead, you pretended that you weren't good.
Right. But then she whispers to Zach on the couch, like, yeah, I don't really agree with what Janet's saying. But then, like, when they're talking to her, she's like, I don't feel like me and Daniel were good. I didn't feel like the first apology was that good. We hadn't seen each other, and you didn't approach me. Nia called me, and then, yeah, Daniel called me later. But yeah, it's like, what are you doing besides trying to have a moment?
You can't go from on the season, you and your girlfriend both saying genuinely, we're good. Like, we don't want to bring this up. And then getting angry when other people were bringing it up and saying, enough, we're done. We don't want to bring it up anymore. To, I'm not over it. You didn't really apologize. I didn't feel good about it. It's just like, and still through all of that, Nia was like, you could bring it up as much as you want. It happened to you. No one else can bring it up, but if you want to keep bringing it up as much as you want. Like, God, she's just so wonderful.
I know.
And let's everyone be reminded that Janet's whole gripe last season was that people were mean to her while she was pregnant, and she like couldn't be bothered because it was too emotional and she didn't want to like go into early contractions and things like that. Meanwhile, these two women on the reunion stage are about to give birth at any moment, and you're just going for them.
Yep.
No problem there.
Nope. Just laying it on.
And then going through all of your legal jargon and just like you know that is calculated. We all have like learned like tactics on, like through different things. Like you learn, like the more you repeat something, the more it sticks with someone, whether it's true, good, bad, doesn't matter. She is being so calculated, saying sexual assault, sexual assault, sexual assault, sexual abuse over and over and over again.
She said, oh, what do you want me to say? Molest?
She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather say that you molested her?
Like, what? So we'd rather you shut the fuck up.
And Andy goes in on her too. And then he goes, well, would it hold up in a court of law? Like, would this even be a case? And Jason's like, Mr. Workman's comp attorney, okay, said, well, no. I mean,
the DA wouldn't even take it.
So what are we doing here then? So why does the legal jargon matter, but in the court of law, they wouldn't even take the case?
Right. Like, shut up.
Ugh. Again, Nia and Danny are like, you know how disparaging this is. Like, you know that reminds me about something else, that when like people look at him, like that is associated with him now because you keep repeating it and keep repeating it and keep repeating it.
And you were so offended that the rumor about him taking his ring off is associated with him, but you are associating being a sexual abuser is associated with this man who has young children and is married, but you don't have a care in the world to just keep saying it over and over and over again.
Which then brings me to Brittany. You mean to tell me, you just said, oh, Danny he did make me feel uncomfortable at a party. He didn't do anything to me. He didn't say anything to me, but I felt really uncomfortable. But you didn't feel uncomfortable for 12 years when you were with your abusive partner? That didn't make you feel uncomfortable? But someone who did nothing to you made you feel uncomfortable? What did he make you feel uncomfortable with? If he didn't touch you, he didn't talk to you, he didn't say anything to you, but he made you uncomfortable?
Brittany is such a flip-flopper.
And like, why are you sticking up for Janet so much? I'm telling you, I still go back to, they know that Jason cheats on Janet. And so they just have this like alliance that they like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think Jason, Janet, Jackson, Brittany, they all have something on each other. Like there's something.
And I'm going to go back to it again. Why is Zach seated last chair? He was the reunion. Like he was so great. His facial expressions, his one-liners, like when Andy asks Brittany, like, do you hate Jax or something? And she was like, I don't hate Jax. Like, I just feel this way about him. And Zach's like, I hate Jax.
I know, and the fact that Jax is surprised that like Zach sticks up for her, it's like they've been friends since they were in high school, like, or college or what. It's like obviously he's gonna hate you and stick up for her and like get over it.
And then Michelle just like also too, like, why was she even at the reunion? I feel like, because I feel like she literally brought nothing. And
oh, she admitted that she cheated.
She admitted that she cheated. I thought it was funny when Andy put Jesse in his place real fucking quick and was like, Jesse wanted to like, you know, cry and play victim about how they put a mic on his girlfriend as soon as she got there. And he was like, yeah, you're on a reality show. Like, don't say that someone is doing their job wrong just because you don't like what their job entails. And that it involves you. And he's like, if she was here, I'd bring her on stage right now. I would tell them to mic her up and bring her here. He was like, this is a hot set. And like Jesse couldn't say it. He's like, yep. Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
Like,
it is annoying when people come on a reality show or like adjacent to a reality show and then just threaten legal action to everyone. Because it's like, then get away, because no one can talk about anything then. And you're ruining the whole show.
And this was the last time, speaking of Jax, that he will be on our screen. Well,
hopefully.
I know I say that lightly. I'm sure he'll show up somewhere somehow, but it won't be because he's on a paid contract.
Well, we hope.
No, there's no way Bravo is allowing him. There's no way. He will not be on
Bravo's
the Bravo
only
network.
one network.
I was gonna say, he will not be on the Bravo network ever again. And since that's the only channel we watch, we'll be fine.
We can only hope.
Bye.
Yeah.
But that's a wrap for the Valley. And like Kristen, yet again, like, also too, like when Janet was saying something and Kristen's like, you're literally not important enough. Like, people they don't care enough about you to like make these things up. Like, no offense, like,
you're
no one cares.
Kristen has gotten everything she's deserved in life. We've seen her through it all, and I am so happy that Andy acknowledged that she has just gone through it all. We've seen it. And now she's just glowing and happy and beautiful. And we're so happy for her.
And, you know, it truly was a good season of the Valley. I'm sad that the storylines were what they were for Danny and Nia, because that was unfortunate, but it was a good season.
It was. Yeah. And I'm sad that they're not coming back. But maybe we'll get some fresh castmates in there and see what they do.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that is it for shows and our updates. You all know that we love to talk about all things reality and gossip, but we do always want to be learning and growing. So we are going to close out with our questions of the week, and we'd love for you to answer these with us in our comments. So what is one thing you're working on?
Finding a new carpet and new bedding for my room. I'm getting ready to do my room update.
Nice. I am working on my mental health.
Good.
I mean, I always kind of am, but yeah. What is one thing you're looking forward to?
I am helping my friend Kelsey at an art show at the Lucadia Art Show next weekend, next Sunday. So if you guys are in the area, please stop by. So yeah, she is just like so funny because like for work, like she's a lash artist and permanent makeup artist. And so like she talks to people all day long, but when she's in like art mode, like she forgets how to speak. And so like, and she gets very shy. And so she was like, can you please come help me? She was like, I was just thinking like, who will talk to literally anyone? She was like, Kyra. She's like,
aww,
she'll talk to anyone. And so I'm going to go help her. And then in exchange, she's going to help me paint in my room.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Yay. I am looking forward to playing lots of pickleball this week. I'm playing 4 times.
And what are you going to whip out this week that you just got?
Oh, my new pickleball bag.
Mhm.
My friend Kate got me a legitimate pickleball bag for my
So
birthday. And I finally unpacked it from moving, so now I can start using it. It is very cute. And what is one thing that made you feel like an adult?
Our meeting.
Okay. Nice. Last week I got onto a Zoom call with a new incoming student, and the first thing they said to me was, "Are you like a student worker or like an adult?" And I was like, "I'm an adult." So
Stress ain't getting to you that bad then, you know? Still looks youthful.
you're right, but it made me feel very adult to be like, I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. What is one thing you did to contribute to your mental health?
I baked.
Nice. I am going to therapy today. So I haven't done it yet, but
I'll send Sally some notes to send over.
well, she's on her own now.
No, I'll be like, Sally, send these through to make sure she prompts Kelly with these questions.
Oh, she doesn't need it. I don't need prompting. She knows. So yes, that is it for this week. We hope you laughed and learned something with us. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you listen to us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, share with a friend, leave a review, all those fun things. And we will see you next week. Bye.